7 top Pakistani journalists and commentators in exile, including Wajahat Khan and Moeed Pirzada, were sentenced to double life terms on Friday after being convicted of digital terrorism and inciting violence during protests in Pakistan following the former Prime Minister Imran Khan's arrest in 2023. Others convicted following the trial in absentia are journalists Sabir Shakir, Shaheen Sehbai, former army officers turned YouTubers Adil Raja, Syed Akbar Hussain, Haider Raza Mehdi, and political analyst Moeed Pirzada. Speaking to The Print, Wajahat Khan said that the judgment is legally unserious, morally bankrupt, and destined for the dustbin of history, while Moeed Pirzada said that the order signifies nothing but a death of the courts under a military rule. Now, the anti-terrorism court has also ordered the Pakistani police to arrest the convicted individuals and put them in jail should they return to the country. During the 9th May protest in 2023, Imran Khan's supporters had then attacked military installations and burnt government property. Imran Khan himself was indicted in 2024 on charges of inciting violence against military and government targets and has consistently denied the allegations. Wajahat Khan said that he learnt of his sentence through media reports while living in New York. He told The Print, and I quote, that I was never served a summons, never informed of any proceedings, never contacted by the court, and never told that I even had a defense counsel. He also added that he had publicly and unequivocally condemned the 9th May violence, a claim he said could be easily verified. He then went on to say that this ruling is not justice, it is a political theatre conducted without due process, jurisdiction, or credibility. Journalist Moeed Pirzada agreed. He said, and I quote, awarding life imprisonment, which includes more than 80 years, to prominent journalists and vocal critics of Pakistan's military-controlled regime reflects the regime's desperation to silence dissenting voices emerging from North America and Europe. He also called it the death of Pakistan's court system, since trial in absentia is actually against Pakistan's law, constitution, and the country's international obligations under the Rome Statute. He said, and I quote, this bizarre decision of trial by absentia of journalists and critics who have been living abroad much before the May 2023 riots also marks the death of the Pakistani court system post the 26th and the 27th Amendments. Courts in Pakistan have now become mere tools in the hands of the army. This decision is ridiculous in all respects. Pirzada also said that trial in absentia and legally bogus decision of life imprisonment for journalists living abroad is a desperate attempt of the Pakistani army to intimidate its vocal critics into silence and to manipulate global platforms like Google, YouTube, Meta, and X. Now, what is this case actually? According to a Dawn report, the prosecution accused the 7 individuals of carrying out what it described as digital terrorism against state institutions, alleging that they used online platforms to incite, facilitate, and amplify attacks on 9th May. All the cases were registered in 2023, and according to court records, the Islamabad police booked Sabir Shakir, Moeed Pirzada, and former military officer Syed Akbar Hussain on charges of sedition and terrorism, accusing them of involvement in violence and vandalism during the protests that erupted after Imran Khan's arrest on 9th May in a corruption case. Separately, Shaheen Sehbai, Wajahat Sayyid Khan, Adil Raja, and Haider Raza Mehdi were charged with abetting mutiny and inciting attacks on military installations across the country. The court has sentenced all 7 of them to rigorous life imprisonment on 2 counts: waging or attempting to wage war against Pakistan and criminal conspiracy, and has also imposed fines of 5 lakh PKR for each offence. In addition to that, they were sentenced to 10 years of rigorous imprisonment and fined 2 lakh rupees under Section 121A of the Pakistan Penal Code, which deals with conspiracy to commit offences related to waging war against the state. Apart from this, the court has handed out another statement of 10 years, including a prison term and 2 lakh fine under Section 131, which covers abetting mutiny or attempting to seduce members of the armed forces from their duty. Each individual alternatively also received 3 additional 5-year rigorous prison sentences under the Anti-Terrorism Act of 1997. Wajahat on his part told The Print that he will respond calmly, lawfully, and internationally. He said, and I quote, Courts that fear speech eventually lose authority, and that outcome is inevitable. Pirzada agreed, and he said that now is the time when international jurist bodies and the International Court of Justice for UN, human rights organizations, bar associations across the world, and law faculties in universities should examine the state of affairs of the judiciary in Pakistan after the 26th and the 27th constitutional amendments, which determine how courts have become tools in the hands of Pakistan Army. Even prominent newspapers called out the verdict, saying that it raises questions about free speech in Pakistan. Dawn, in its editorial titled Extreme Move, said that a secure state should be able to confront irresponsible speech without resorting to excessive penalties. This is Debdutta for The Print. Keep watching for more such videos.